Secretary of the branch, CA Prashant Kumar. Learned speaker of today's session, CA Swaroop Polimera. Senior members of the profession, respected past chairman, my colleagues in the managing committee, my dear professional colleagues. A very good evening to you all and welcome you all to this virtual seminar of today's on the topic workflow automations and reporting technologies. Firstly, we the members of Visakhapatnam branch convey our heartfelt thanks to the speaker C.S. Swaroop for accepting our request and addressing the members of Visakhapatnam branch on this unique topic. He is the techie savvy for our branch and always accessible to our call for any sort of technical support while we are organizing the programs, which is very much evident in our recent national conference also. So workflow automation means complicated business process easier to manage. When a form fill, user action, or internal signal is triggered, automated workflows can move or transform data according to the given instructions. This hands-off approach helps to streamline repetitive and time-consuming work. The right workflow automation software can help for speed progress across tasks and projects and may even include built-in analytics to help pinpoint inefficiencies. Every process has a workflow to complete it. However, many workflows are filled with manual tasks that are time-consuming, error-prone, and expensive. It is like adding a bunch of rocks to your row of dominoes. Workflow automation removes the rocks and provides a superior kinetic force that is a swift, accurate, and relatively inexpensive. Some interesting statistics on workflow automation I would like to share. Process and marketing automation yields a 417% increase in revenue with Anitas Group. Cisco Systems automated their CRM process and eliminated 75,000 customer calls per month and saved over $270 million USD annually in operating expenses. Business anticipate workflow automation in 3 areas: managing cost efficiency, improve time to market, and optimizing customer self-service. This is experience of Capgemini research. To explain many other issues and benefits involved in workflow automation and reporting technologies, we have learned speaker C.S. Swaroop with us today. Members, we are pleased to announce that we are organizing a week-long webinars on direct taxes on various important topics in income tax with eminent speakers from our own branch from 23rd August to 28th August. The details will be circulated soon. Please attend for all these week-long webinars and get the recent updates on this income tax and other issues with interacting with our own members. So now I request the Vice Chairman of our branch, C.A. Vasudevamurthy Garu, to introduce the speaker of today's session, C.A. Swaroop Polimera.
Thank you, Chairman. I am pleased to introduce C.A. Swaroop because about C.A. Swaroop, briefly, our Chairman has told about him. But however, it is our born duty to introduce the C.A. speaker, today's speaker. C.A. Swaroop, born and brought up in Visakhapatnam, is a proprietor of Messer Swaroop Associates, which is a young financial consulting firm with the traditional values of CA interspersed with the modern ideas of a techie. His firm has a catch of talent pool that came to delve into depending upon project and client's requirement so as to deliver them to tailor-made requirements and the solutions for it. He has more than 6 years of experience in practicing excelling income tax, corporate law, accountancy, auditing, and information technology. He has more than 4 years of teaching experience in instructing the students of Gst University who have appeared for SEMA, ACCE courses, and several other students who are pursuing the Chartered Accountancy course. While the world is spearheading with the technology like artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, IoT, etc., he always strives to see his firm as one of the front runners in the field of automation and consulting and become a quality conscious organization that believes long-term relationships through unflinching compliance to the needs of all stakeholders. So, with this brief introduction, Swaroop to take this today's webinar and share his rich experience in the field of technology to our members. Thank you, Chairman Garu. I welcome CS Swaroop to take up this seminar.
Thank you so much, sir. Very glad. Thank you, Vajay, sir. A very good evening, members. Every time during these June sessions, I used to learn from the listeners' end, and today it's my highest honor that I'm learning from the speakers' end. And I deeply express my gratitude and heartfelt thanks to our beloved chairman, CA Murali Krishna sir, and the managing company for choosing me to deliver today's session on the topic workflow automations and reporting technologies. Well, members, like the next 3 hours of the session is going to be like highly interactive, and by the way, like all these interaction will mostly happen. Let us keep it to the chat box only. Like you need not unmute yourself. All the interactions will be happening only through chat box only, and I'm sure we gonna jam the chat box like anything. This is very much sure we gonna jam the chat box, right? Although the chosen topic has immeasurable things to learn, I have restricted myself to co-learn with you only few areas with due respect to the time given to me. And so I have divided the whole session into 3 parts. 2 of them belongs to the workflow automations, and one fun part is going to be learning a reporting technology, that is building of interactive financial dashboards using Google Data Studio. Like Murali sir was talking about some big automations, but today I am mainly focusing upon some technologies which will benefit our day-to-day operations, like not like as big as what sir has said. Right. I believe you all can see my presentation, right? So can you see my presentation?
Yes.
Right. Before I start and go through my presentations, I wanted to give 2 disclaimers. That is, this is only an attempt to ignite some enthusiasm for all of the members to learn towards building these dashboards and all. Because like 1.5 hours, 2 hours is highly impossible to learn this kind of Google Data Studio or Power BI technologies. My idea of this session is like only restricted to ignite some enthusiasm, so that like seeing all these things, you will be getting interested towards like learning these technologies. And hopefully, if chairman said permit, we can have one more like workshop kind of thing where like we can have 3 or 4 days workshop, so that I can detailedly explain all the features of these dashboards either through Google Data Studio or BI technologies. And the second disclaimer is that throughout my presentations, I'll be referring to few utilities or tools used by a third party, developed by a third party. And I want to disclaim that I don't own or vouch for its utilities, because they were benefited to me in my day-to-day activities, and thus I wanted to pass on the same benefit to all the members. Thus, I have chosen those things to show it to you. That is only my intention. Well, let's start and let the magic begin. Before I start my presentation, I have like few questions to ask before we deep dive into the session. The first question is that, as I said to you, like you need not unmute yourself. The answers can only be in the chat box. And the first question is, do you have the habit of sending reminder mails to your clients with respect to compliances, fees, dues, statutory updates, etc.? Answers only in the chat box, please. Compliances like GST, regular like monthly interest reminders, or like income tax reminders, or these kind of tax audit reminders and all. Fees, dues, like clients owe us so much of dues, statutory updates, income tax updates, GST updates. Every day we get so many updates. So these things, do you have a habit of sending reminder mails? Well, every one of you said like yes only. Like, are you able to like send them a personalized mails? Like many of us have registered for the today's session, and I believe like every one of you have got a mail to download the workings file, and every one of you have received a mail with a personalized your name only. So are you doing the same way while sending the reminders to your clients also? Answer in the chat box only. Dear XYZ, this is the due date for so and so is this much. So this way, like, are you like personalizing the email? Good, very good. Like you said, yes. Like I have like one more question before we go into the first workflow automation. Like, do you ever receive a personalized email addressed with your name but received from an unknown sender? A small example, like the next few months, we'll be getting so many mails from the this Central Council members and SARC members who are going to participate in the elections. All those mails will be addressing to your name only, but like a mail addressed to me and received from Prasanna Kumar sir, yeah, I can understand, maybe like because I know him, I got a personalized mail. But someone I don't know at all, like Babu Abraham or like someone I don't know at all, but still I used to get a mail from him addressing to me. Like, what could be the magic behind this? I get a personalized mail. Definitely, they won't like send an individual mail like, dear Swaroop, I'm contesting so elections. Please give your first and best preference and all. They definitely not do each and individual mail. They won't send. Now, what will they do? The concept is called mail merge. Mail merge, I'm pretty sure many of you were using mail merge, but for those who are not using, definitely this adds a value, because today many clients are putting the blame on the chartered accountants that you did not inform me or you did not tell to me about the due dates and all. But next time onwards, this should not happen. If we can automate this thing, we can send the mails without our intention only, so that like blame need not be put on our side. So let me take you to this. Well, you all could see my Excel sheet, right?
Yes, yes.
Right. So this is the Excel sheet responses which were given by all the members in the registration form. So I almost got like 67 responses for the today's registration and all. So again, this one, like, it's completely automated. I did not fill up all these details. The form which I have prepared, from that I have linked up to this Google Excel sheet. So every details keyed into the form will automatically come here with a timestamp also. Timestamp will give you date and time of the particular thing also. And along with that, I have I've taken this month and previous month also to send the reminders. Now, I used a small formula here to for this month and previous month. Yeah. So if you can see, what earlier I used to do when I don't know this technique and all, this D column is there, right? So complete D column I used to fill up with the name August, and the previous month I used to fill up manually, or like the first column I used to fill up, copy and paste the rest all columns. But what happens here, this is a Google Sheets which I'm showing you right now. So when you fill up more data, so it is only filled up to here, but it will not fill after this, right? So if you fill up the whole column as a whole, it will get like overloaded and it will take so much time for you to load the document. So what I did is I have keyed in a array formula. What is array formula? I'll just explain you. So I said like array formula if A2 is to A1. That is, I have selected the complete A row, A2, right, starting from this date and till the last row of the A column. What I said to the Google Sheets is, if A column is null, if A is blank, put here also blank only. If not, give me today's date. And also I said that I wanted it in the text format, not in the date format. And I said to the Google Sheet that text format should also only give me the month only. Don't give me date, don't give me year, only give me month. Why? Because I'll tell you a little later. So here I said like 4 M's, M. This means the full month or full name of the month. If I give 3 months, it will give me only AUG, shortcut of the month. If I give only 2 M's, it will give the number of the month. Obviously, it is like 08 is the number of the month. So similar way, I also want this previous month also. So what I did is I just given today, after that I put a -1 so that I got the previous month also. So now what you all need to do is, for this automation, there is a add-on in the navigation bar and you need to click on the get add-ons. So in the get add-ons, you will have like hell lot of add-ons developed by some third parties. Out of this, what add-on I'm suggesting to you is Mail Meteor. Mail Meteor is the add-on I'm suggesting to you. So this Mail Meteor does a beautiful job of mail merging sent to the mails and all. So since I have already installed it.
Swaroop, sorry to interrupt. I'm able to view mail merge worksheet, Excel worksheet, but others are able to see only PPT title sheet. I think it is only visible to the host or co-host only, or it's all for all. This is visible. Can you just check up the settings?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Yeah, many members are saying that it is not visible, that mail merge Excel sheet.
Right, sir. I'll just see, sir. Sir, is it now visible, sir?
Yeah, for me it is visible. Even earlier also, mail merge sheet for me is visible. Being a co-host, maybe I'm able to view, but others also.
Right.
Yeah, now it is visible. Yeah. Members
Okay.
are saying now it is visible. Yeah, go ahead, proceed.
So let me just take you through again. Like I just there's an add-on button in the navigation bar. So I just click on the get add-ons. So many of these add-ons are free of cost only. Few add-ons are paid also, and some offer few features as a free and upgradation will be at a cost now. So the add-on which I wanted to tell you today is Mail Meteor. So this does a decent job. So I have already installed this add-on. So it is showing me that uninstall. Otherwise, you just need to install it here. Once you install, it will be automatically added to that add-on button. And with this add-on, you can send daily 75 emails per day. This is not per lifetime. Per day, you can send 75 emails, personalized emails. And there's a small crack to this. If you can give a 5-star rating to this Mail Meteor, your account will get upgraded to 150 emails per day. I think that's a quite decent number to send personalized emails. If you wanted to send like more than 150 emails, yes, there is an option to upgrade yourself by a paid version. Now, once I download it, what I'll do is I just open this Mail Meteor. So in the add-on, you can see this Mail Meteor, right? So I'll open this Mail Meteor add-on. So here, first of all, we need to create some templates, like what kind of mail we wanted to send. I'll show you a Gst Reminder Template to you. So this one has already created by me, and yesterday I have sent a personalized mails to you. So this is the content. So dear CA, I am glad you registered to the webinar, and please click and all. So here in the name place, so I said like, please pick up the name from the B column. So for all the mails, it will pick up the name from the B column, and I can send the mails to those in a personalized manner. So similarly, I can show you one Gst reminder. So this is how I drafted. Dear name to be picked up from the B column. We would like to remind you that the deadline for GSTR 3B monthly return for the month of previous month, I said. So this previous month is what I have taken here. So I have given an array formula -1. So July will be taken here in the previous month, and each 20th of August, current month, is what should be picked up here. So these three are the fields which were taken from the Mail Meteor personalized things. Rest all is like our thing only. Like if you fail to file the return for nil return, this much of penalty and all, which you all pretty well know. And I also said that those friends who have not already sent in their information, please could we remind you to do as soon as possible. You can either upload your documents by clicking here. Here again, I have given a Google form wherein they can send me all the details in the form itself. And where if you need any further guidance, then you can do not hesitate to reach out here. And here again, I have routed this to my website contact address. So it will route to there. Now let's see the beauty here. So this is the template I have designed, and I'm going back. So this is the sender's name, which will be seen in the sender's name in the email inbox thing. And it is telling sending from swaroop.polimera@gmail.com to the recipients in column C. Automatically, this column C will be picked up by the Mail Meteor only. So in whichever column this mail address is put there, so that column will be automatically picked up, and to all those mails, whatever they are in the column C, this mail will be sent. Now, all that I need to do is open this Mail Meteor and just hit the button, send emails, and automatically every one of the emails which were there in the column C will be getting the mails. Now you can ask me a question like, every month do I need to change the month and previous month and all? See, here I have given a date function as today, and I'm asking the month of today. So next month your Google Sheet will automatically change to the next month. September will be the month and the previous month will be the August. So this way, like you need not put any effort to change the months and all. All that you need to do is like 3 days before or 4 days before, just open this Google Sheet and open this add-on mail meteor. Just hit the button, send emails. All the clients of yours will be receiving the personalized emails, and I'm sure few of you must have received the mails by now. Can anyone please confirm me? Anyways, but I'm sure you'll be getting all these mails, right? So this is the first small workflow automation which I wanted to share to you, so that you can send personalized emails to all your clients, right? And the second important automation is reporting technologies using Google Data Studio. This I would call like the portion of today's class. So what is this Google Data Studio? This is like one reporting tool developed by Google company, and there is one more alternative called Power BI, which is developed by Microsoft Power BI. Like before going deep into this session, also I have few more questions to ask to the members. The first question is, which accounting packages are you using to record your or your client's business transactions? Like few of us will be using Tally, and few of us will be using some Zoho books or QuickBooks. So which accounting package are you using to record your client's transactions or your business transactions? Like someone said Tally. Many I believe are using only Tally, but I'm sure like some young generation also using this QuickBooks and Zoho books and all, because they're completely cloud-based. We are Tally Prime. Okay, so any more answers like other than Tally? Let me go to my next question. Like, how many of you believe that your or your client's accounting package, like what you said now, Tally, is a comprehensive tool assisting in your or their business decision making? Yes, sir. I'll send the worksheet for the mail merge. I'm sure I'll be sending it. Like, how many of you are believing that your client's accounting package or the accounting package, whatever you know, is a comprehensive tool assisting in their business decision making? I strongly believe one thing: this Tally package or like any accounting package to that matter, QuickBooks and Zoho books, they're all only entry tools. They're not like decision making tools. So they have some pre-defined set of reports, and I can only make a decision out of that pre-defined set of reports, but I can't have my own customized reporting and all. So I strongly can say that none of the these accounting packages, QuickBooks, Zoho books, Post books, or Easy books, or like any books that matter, they doesn't support you to take a effective decision making. Like, well, a last question before we start building up these dashboards. Video data give you real-time reports. Okay, Tally somehow, like, even though my thousand reports reports istundi. But what my question now is, video data give you real-time reports of your business performance in the way you need it, like cash flows, sales sensitive analysis. These kind of reports are you getting, or like variance analysis, average pricing analysis, and that too real time. Like yesterday, accountant will close the books. Today morning, I should be knowing what is the status of what. Right? So, are you able to get this kind of real time reports? I'm pretty sure for the second question, the third question, many of you will say no. But that is the reason why today I wanted to introduce this session to you. Well, if you can notice this, data will always talk to you if you are willing to listen. Data always says something, but all that we need to listen it in the way we want it, because the data is common for everyone, but how we interpret, how we analyze, it always depends upon person to person. And a well-known quote says, data is what you need to do analytics, and information is what you need to do business. So without information, I can't do business. If I want information, I want data. The conversion of data into information will only be done by analytics. That analytics is what we are going to learn in the today's session, right? what exactly these analytical dashboards do? These dashboards help you in simplifying your decision-making process by giving you instant access 24/7 and across the globe. So if you have these kind of dashboards, like we have built some dashboards for our branch itself. Like last time, a couple of dashboards we have built for this blood donations and like also this YMM, your beneficial status and all. So these dashboards, once any member fills in the data, fills in the form, automatically it gets updated in the dashboard. So the member, whoever is having the link of the dashboards, can view the status across the world wherever they are 24/7. See, unlike a traditional method, accountant need not be in front of system and there need not be power and all, so you need not call the accountant and all. If you have a link of the dashboards, you can see the data at any time, whatever at your convenience. And what exactly they do? These platforms, especially today I'm talking about two platforms, one is Power BI and the second one is Google Data Studio. So these platforms can be designed to pull data from Tally ERP, QuickBooks, Postbooks, Zoho Books, or any, for that matter, any other accounting package through a third-party execution files. Why? Because QuickBooks, Postbooks, Zoho Books, these are all cloud accounting packages. So this data will be in the SQL database only. But unlike these, Tally ERP is installed in a local server. So I need some execution file to pull out the data from Tally and put it in the SQL database. So for that, there are third-party tools. One is like Tally Connect, which I know, and second one is Data Clamp, also which I know. So these two utilities, what they do is they put the data from Tally ERP or any accounting package, and they put the data in the SQL database on Microsoft Azure or any similar database, and seamlessly they can project it onto Microsoft Power BI or Google Data Studio for instant access on multiple secure devices. If I have like 10 members in the board as a board of directors, all of them wanted to see the particular report, consultation report. Now everyone who is having a valid link, they can see the reports, right? And if you can see, yesterday I have sent a Excel sheet that is a sales demo dashboard, which almost contains 8,000 row items, 8,045 row items if I'm like not wrong. So 8,045 row items, if you wanted to analyze in a normal course of business, you imagine how tough it is. Or a particular voucher has gone wrong, or some mistake has happened in a particular voucher. So how tough is it to identify that particular voucher and rectify the mistake? It is very tough. I'll show you one or two use cases also, where it's like just like a click of button, you will be able to know where exactly the mistake happens and all. So I'll show you like one sample dashboard, then we can go and building the dashboard. Yeah, so just give me a moment, sir. Yeah, I think you can see my screen, right? So these are few sample dashboards. I'll just go through a quick glance. Definitely, we're not going to spend much time here because we need to spend much time on learning how to build a dashboard. So here, if you can see, this is a HR dashboard. Again, this is a demo. This is not a real case of any company. So this is only a demo, right? So this is a dashboard built by me, and this link I have embedded in my website. So similarly, if you have a link that can be shared to any person, and all of them can see the reports. So I have given a department filter. I have given a selected date range and all. I have put some scorecards here: number of employees, current employees, number of positions and all. I have taken some discrimination of male and female. What is the ratio of male and female, and some areas of operations and employees. I have also taken some drill down functionality here, where I have taken some departments also here, and some race diversity and employee satisfaction levels and all. The beauty here is, if you have this kind of report, I just wanted to see how the males are performing. Just by clicking on the mail button, see, everything will be like interactive and everything is changed to only the male members dashboard only. So this many number of working employees were there in the male category, and this many positions were there. let us see like who are there in the production department. If I just click on the production department, so I'll just go back to the employees' names. Yeah, so these are the persons who are there in the production department. So again, if I just click on the Asian race, I just click. So you'll come to know like how many people were deployed from the Asian race and all. So this way, once you have the data, you can slice it or dice it in the way you want. Whatever you wanted to see the report, that way you can see the report. So there is nothing much I wanted to like discuss, especially on this dashboard. Rather, I would just close this and let us all start building a dashboard, right? Yeah. Well, there are few prerequisites here. I highly recommend only using this laptop or desktop in building these dashboards, because on mobile it is very tough to build these dashboards. So second thing is whatever mail Excel sheet which I have sent to you in the yesterday's, I think everyone is having it handy in your desktop or laptop which you are sitting in front of right now. And if you can see here, this is like just like a few minutes back we have discussed about mail merge. See everything here like mails and all. So all these members have received the mail by now with their personal name with this customized fields also. So this is what is the beauty of the mail merge functionality. All right, let us quickly go to this Google building of this Google Data Studio dashboards and all. The first thing is importing. The first step of building a dashboard is importing of your Excel sheet into a Google sheet. Because I'll just open this Google Data Studio first of all. Yeah, there are two ways you can open Google Data Studio. One, you can open Google, and in the Google, you please type Google Data Studio. The first one is what you need to select. Or if you have the address, URL address, you can type this one also. So these are the two ways you can go to the Google Data Studio. Now in the Google Data Studio, so the first thing is, similarly, like if you have knowledge of Google Sheets and all, almost it will be on the same design and all. So this is the blank report which I wanted to build now. Okay, I'm building a blank report. It takes like a few seconds to open. And automatically it pops up a window to select the data source. So in the data source, it has so many data sources of some hundreds of data sources. But out of all these, Excel is not there in this data source, but Google Sheets is there. So for that, what we need to do is we need to whatever Excel fields were there in the Excel sheet which I have sent to you, all those fields should be brought into a Google Sheet. So what shall I do for that? So first of all, what I need to do is open this Google Sheets. Address is docs.google.com, docs.google.com. You just need to open that, and by default, you can see all these 4 docs, sheets, slides, forms. Docs is nothing but your Word document. Sheets are nothing but your Excel sheets. Slides are PowerPoint presentations. Forms are what you have filled yesterday to registering this for this webinar, right? So I'm just opening this sheets, and all right, I just need to like click this add button, and it will route you to a new Excel kind of sheet, but this is a cloud sheet. This is a cloud sheet. This is not opening in your laptop or in your desktop. Now what I can do is, first thing what you need to do is, you please rename the sheet, like Visakh VCM demo for instance, right? So first thing what you need to do is, once you rename it, open this file button and click on import button. Import button, and wherever is your data, if you have downloaded in the downloads box, you please select it. There's the upload button here. So in the upload button, you please select the file from the device. So once you click the here, it will open your local pop-up window will be opening. So wherever is your Excel sheet you have downloaded and kept it yesterday, So select that Excel sheet. I'm sure I'm not confusing, right? Click on File. Click on Import. Click on Upload. Select the file from your device. And wherever is your source file, if you have downloaded in on the desktop, that desktop folder, or if you have downloaded in the downloads column, open the download column, and whatever Excel sheet is there, and please bring in that sheet here. Right. So this is the Excel sheet. I'm opening it here. It's uploading. It asks me for create a new spreadsheet. Yes, yes to the create a new spreadsheet. And asking to import the data. Yes, import the data. Okay, file is already imported successfully, right? So let me go back. So this file is already there. Now what I should do is open your Google Data Studio. Open your Google Data Studio. Members, highly ensure that your Google Data Studio and your Excel sheet are on the same Gmail account. Your Google Data Studio and your Google Excel sheet are on the same Google account. All right. Now click on the Google Sheets, select as a data source, and in the Google Sheets, already whatever were there in the Google Sheets, so they're all will be popped up in this data source thing. Now ICI demo working file is what is the file which I have put it in the Excel sheet. Now I'm selecting this. So it is asking me to use first row as header. Yes, first row as a header. In the Excel sheet which I have sent to you, there is a first row of sales, country, profit, etc. and all. So the same rows I wanted to be used in the Google Data Studio also as a header. Second thing, include hidden and filtered cells. For now, I'm removing include hidden cells because there are a couple of hidden cells which I have there in the Excel sheet which I have shared to you, but I don't want those cells. So I'm removing this button. I'm not including hidden cells. So once you did this, you just need to click the button add. So automatically that data, whatever is there in your Excel sheet will be brought in here. Well, so you all could see my screen, right? So here, whatever background you see, the grid box, the grid background is there, right? So this grid background is called canvas. This big grid background is called canvas. Now I can have a different sizes of the canvas which I wanted to present. Assuming I am presenting this dashboard on a to be seen on a desktop or laptop. So what I will do is I'll change the layout. There is a button called style here. So I'll go there and I can change the, actually this is selected to this. Okay. I'm going to the layout and there is a width and height here. I wanted to change the width to 1920 and 1080, which is usually called a full HD resolution. So this is what I'm doing. Now, every time when you're building this dashboard, you can also have a view. So this is all the working dashboard on this which you are working. And once you change this pixel and all, how it is looking on the screen, there is a view button here. So once you click the view, this is how my canvas is looking like. So if I have a full page canvas, so what happens is I need to scroll up to see the further data. Rather, I would prefer whenever the viewers is going to see it on a laptop or desktop, I prefer to have a full HD canvas. So this is the canvas. All right. So by default, so once you import the data, so you will be having a table by default. And once you click on the table, you can see on the right hand side some two tabs called data and style. Now data will have again two columns. One have some fields like data source, date, range, dimensions and all. On the other side, you have available fields. What are these available fields? These fields are the headers of your Excel sheet. So these fields are the headers of your Excel sheet. First of all, let me confirm whether all my data has come into the Google dashboard or not. So for that, what I will do is, there is something called scorecard. Scorecard. Let me put this scorecard. Okay. As I said, you like in the Google data, in the Google Excel sheet, there are 8045 row items. Just ensure you have all these 8045 items there in the Google Data Studio also. Yes, I have checked with the record count, 8045 row items were there. So I'm ensuring that all my rows were brought into the Google Data Studio and deleting it for a moment. Second thing, so once you click here, let us quickly see whether date is in the date format or not, or numbers are in the numbers format or not. So for that, what we will do is, somebody is asking me, go a little slow. Right. Sure, sir. To know whether all the fields were brought in the same format or not, there is something called data source on the left side. So here, this Visakh ICA demo working file is the file which we have brought in here. Now there's a pencil icon here. I'm clicking it here on the pencil icon. So it will show me all the fields. So these are all the headers which were there in the Excel sheet. Discount should usually be in the numbers only. Discount of 10 rupees, 20 rupees or whatever is the discount should usually be in the numbers. Sometimes percentage also. Profit usually will be in the numbers. By default, Google will pick up a right format only. In case if it is not picked up in the right format, you still have an option to select from this list of items, whatever the exact format you wanted to select, that way you can select. Like discount, I wanted to have it in the percentage. I'll just open numeric. There are three things to select. If I can select percentage, I'll get it in the percentage only. So similar way, whatever headers were there in the Excel sheet, all those headers will be popped up here, and adjacent to it will be the formats or types. You just need to ensure whether everything is in the same format or not. If not, you need not go back to the Excel sheet to change the format. You can change the format right here itself. So ensure all the fields were correctly brought in and all the types or formats were correctly there. Assuming you have added a new row in the Excel sheet. So do I need to like re-import the Excel sheet? The answer is no. There is something called edit connections here. Go back to edit connections, and there is something called on the left, on the right, you can see some reconnect. So once you reconnect, automatically your Excel sheet will be reconnected, and whatever new fields were there will be brought in here. Few minutes before I said like I have not included some hidden fields and all. Let me put a mark to this. Let me include hidden fields as well, and I am asking to reconnect. Now let us see what it says. It says payment terms RAN, realization RAN are the new fields. Nothing else is changed. Only two fields which were earlier not there. Now we wanted to bring in these two other fields. If I said like apply, it will be applying, and in the fields column you will get these two fields as well. So every time when you wanted to when you add some data to the Excel sheet, you need not re-import the complete things and all. Only you need to like reconnect, and your job is done, right? So I'm cancelling it. Discard changes. Right. So the first thing what I want to list, now that we are clear of getting the data into the Google Data Studio, first of all, let's give a name to our dashboard, right? So for which what we can have is every company will have a logo, or every like our firms will not be having a logo, but still we have some name and all. So what we can do is, let me take a shape here. I am drawing a shape just to like differentiate the rest of the part of the dashboard of the canvas to the title. I have given a rectangle slide. I can change the color and all here in this, whatever color I want, I can put it. These extra garnishing and all, I'm not touching in the paucity of time. So I just put some rectangle, insert some rectangle here. In this, I wanted to include my firm name. I have clicked on the text box and I have clicked on the canvas, Swaroop and Associates. So this is the dashboard, and I wanted to like increase the font so that it is like clearly visible. All right. And assuming you're preparing for a company or like for one of your clients, and you wanted to put in some logo as well, just you have an option of importing images also. So this is the image import button. So once you click it, again it will throw a window box, and from that you can select whatever your client's icon is there. That one you can select, right? So once I select, I can put it on here in the same thing. And so once you did this, right, the first thing, let us start building the dashboard, like information dashboard. So till now we have did some beautification. We have changed the canvas size to the full HD canvas, and I have put some name, put some rectangular box and all. Now let me remove this. First and foremost, in the whole navigation bar, the important thing is file is one important thing. Second thing is insert. These are what the visualizations which you'll be seeing on the Google dashboard. So these visualizations, either you can insert from this insert column, or you can also take from this icon called add a chart. I highly recommend to select from add a chart, because it will also have a visualization for you to select the appropriate visualization. Let me start with telling you how this scorecard works. I'm just like inserting a scorecard. You can do it parallelly along with me. So what I will do is, everything I'll zoom it and I'll show it to you so that it is like clearly visible. But then you can put it only at a corner or at any convenience point, right? Well, this is what is the scorecard. Scorecard, as the name itself says, it is a scorecard. It will only give a number, but not any dimension. So first of all, once I selected the scorecard, let me give you a few important parameters I tell you. So on the right hand side, if you can see in the data source, this is what is the data source we have selected, ICI demo, forget about it. Date, range, dimension, whatever Excel sheet I have shared it to you, that has data of 4 years. Assuming your tally, if it is not split, will have some multiple years of data. All the years of data, you can compare it in a single dashboard, So what is the date, range, dimension? You can pick up here. So order date, from the order date, I want the system to pick up the date range. Second one, it is asking about the metric. So in the Google data dashboard, there are two terminologies. One is dimension, one is metric. Let me clearly explain you with putting a table. I'm just putting a table, I'm taking a table. So if you can see, this has 3 columns. One is numbers, serial numbers. Second is order ID. Third is a record count. So what is this order ID? So these order IDs is called dimensions. Dimension means parameters for which we want some numbers. Like customer name is a dimension. Product name is a dimension. Country name is a dimension. Or like mode of transport is a dimension. Now how much sale happened, or like how many countries did I exported to, or how many countries I dealt with, or how many kind of products I dealt with. These are all comes under the metrics field. Metrics talks about numbers, while the dimension talks about the parameter for which we want the numbers to be taken. Again, for time being, I'm removing this table. Let us go back to this scorecard only. Now, this record count I've taken as a metric. So by default, it has system has selected this record count. No, I don't want this record count. Rather, I want the year. So which year? Like as I said to you, well, Where is this order date? Yeah, order date. Acha, I'm talking metric, right? So metric record count I can take, or like number of customers I have handled in the whole years. So customers, this is the number of customers, or countries, to how many countries I have exported or have dealt with, imported, right? If you can just bring in this country onto the metric, it will automatically give the number of countries we have dealt with in the all the for the data whatever we have. Or we have also have cities. So how many cities I have dealt with the whole data? 999 cities is what I have dealt with. Similarly, whatever you feel are like important, you can put that as a scorecard. And one important thing what I want to tell you in the scorecard is default date range is what I wanted to tell you. Let me take like country as a metric in the scorecard. Last year I have dealt with the 15 countries. This is not about actually this is not for the last year. Rather, what we will do is we will take a sales scorecard, right? So 23,48,420 is the complete sales happened during the last 4 years. In the data which I have shared it to you, it has like 4 years data, 2018, 19, 20, and 21. So for all the 4 years cumulatively, the complete sales is 23 lakhs. No, in the scorecard by default, I only wanted to see the current year sales. Now what I will do is, there is a default date range right down the metric. So in the default date range, automatic means it is by default it will be selected with the auto. Auto means whatever data you have on the Google Sheet, everything will be shown in the scorecard. But no, I don't want it that way. Rather, I want it only for the one current year. Now what I will do is, I'll select this customs option and pick up this date range, and I want only this current year. So I select this year. Unfortunately, all these technologies were built up by US and like foreign countries. They don't adapt this financial year as a April to March. Rather, they would take Jan to December, right? But yes, we can select in the date range whatever period we wanted to select. Yes. So for convenience, I'm taking this year as Jan to December only. I'm applying. So here now it is showing me only current year data, 21 year data. It is showing to me, right? Now usually we always have the tendency to compare the current year data with the old year data. Now there is something called comparison data range here right below the customs date range filter. Now please select that, and I wanted to select previous year. Previous period, what is previous period and what is previous year? In the earlier date, if you have selected period as like April to March, now if you select previous period, it will take the April to March of the previous period. Rather, because I've selected previous this year, now here I wanted to compare it with the previous year. So I'm selecting this previous year and I'm applying. See, just below the metric, you can see a comparison. Compared to previous year, there is an increase of 19.8% of sale compared to the previous year. Likewise, this is a small scorecard feature. Likewise, I can build up any number of scorecards. I wanted to see how many countries I have dealt with in comparison to the last year. Either you can add a new scorecard from the add a chart, or what you can do is you can just click copy, Control C and Control V. You will be having a new scorecard, and again change the metric to country. This is the number of countries you dealt it in the current year, and also the previous year there is no change, 15 countries only, so there is 0% change. Now one more feature I wanted to show you. Let me go back to sales only. We always have the habit of comparing sales with the profit. So this much of sale, how much of profit? So this much of profit, how much could have been the sale and all? So for that, what I will do is, there is something called, to get this number, I have put the sale in the metrics, So now what I will do is, just below the sales, there is a option called optional metrics. So by default, sales will be the metrics which will be visible to you. And you also have optional metrics. I'm just toggling on this optional metrics. It will allow me to add one more metric to this scorecard. Now I wanted to also add profit to this scorecard. All right. Is the profit added? Yes, profit is added, but still you couldn't see. Now what you should do is, just go to the view. So this is how your canvas looks like in the reporting form. Now this is the sales, and in the optional metrics, if you can see, for 7.55 lakhs of sale, what is the profit? So this is the profit for 7.55 lakhs. And also there is an increase of profit when compared to the last year of 10.5%. So this is one more feature which you can embed for the scorecard, right? Again, I'm going back to our canvas. I'm hitting editing. So this way, whatever optional metrics you want, how many ever optional metrics you want, that many optional metrics you can put it here. So just you need to like drag it here on the optional metrics and leave it. Your metric is added. If you wanted to remove cities, I'm removing. So it is like remove. So every time when you wanted to check how it looks like, just go to the view button. It will show how it is appearing on the reporting side. So this way you can build any number of scorecards as per your requirement. Second thing, what I wanted to like tell you is important thing. So these scorecards are highly beneficial when you wanted to see a snapshot, a sales snapshot, or like purchase a snapshot, business snapshot. In the balance sheet, what you can do is you can put like whatever ratio analysis we do as a regular part of our thing and all. So all these ratio analysis, like debt equity ratio, or like return on equity, rate of interest and all. So all these things I can put as this scorecard, so that just by looking at the dashboard, I'll get a clear picture of what the company and how the company is performing and all. Right. Second thing, what I wanted to show you is filter. So just before when I put the scorecard, I have said that you need to select the give the date range, selecting the current year and all. Rather, what you can do is another important navigation tool you have here is add a control. Majorly we'll be only using these two. One is add a chart. So you have multiple charts here. Select the appropriate chart according to your requirement. Second is add a control. So these are the only two things which we'll be using. Out of these two, I am only briefing few important things for now in the today's session. So in the add a control, there is something called date range control. So what is this date range control? I'm just putting it here. So wherever convenient you feel like, you can put the date range or like any chart here. And in the date range, if I can see, by default, it says I have selected auto date range, which means all the 4 years date I have selected. Now I will tell to the Google Data Studio, no, don't do that. Only please select the current year date. So I put here, now everything, whatever I bring in here on this canvas will be automatically tuned it to the current year only. That is the beauty of this date range filter. Now, if I wanted to see only the current quarter, just I have built up a complete dashboard and I wanted to see only current quarter, just hit this drop down button, select the appropriate quarter, and your job is done. Apply. Everything will be showing it only according to the current date range selection only. Right. Again, I'm going back. Now, next thing I wanted to show is inserting a table, which is very important thing. So here we have completed scorecards. There are two kinds of scorecards. One is scorecard, second is scorecard with numbers. What is the difference? Scorecard, if I put, it is showing me 8045. See, if you can see the beauty, earlier when I don't put the date filter, it showed me 8045 row items. Now when I put the date filter, it automatically selected only the current year record count. So the 2613 are the number of records were there in the thing. Now what we can do is, what is this scorecard with compact numbers? The numbers will be compact numbers. The similar thing what I will do is, I'm just putting it beside. It is taking payment terms. Rather, I would take only record count only for your comparison. Yeah, if you can see, earlier it is showing 2613 as the full number. Now it can be shown as 2.6K. That is the only difference. Rest everything is the same thing. So I'm not deleting it. Second, next important visualization is inserting the table. Very important and useful visualization. Now I have put in a table. By default, it will take some dimensions and metrics, but usually we can change it according to our requirements. Now what we can do is, here, as I said to you, dimension metrics are the two important things. So we should talk about what, and we should tell a particular element it's like sales is there, sales enta jarigindi, profit enta aindi. For now, what I'll take is customer name as a dimension. So if you can see, I got the customer name, I have replaced with order ID. In the dimension, I have brought in customer name. So you can see all the customer names here. I will actually increase the size. Table label. Well, I think it will be visible. Fine. So this is the customer names I have brought in. And so for all these customers, what you wanted to see. See, as I said to you in the presentation, data is willing to talk to you, provided you can lend a ear to the data. Now, this is what the data I have. I have the customer names. Now, what I want from the customer names. Assuming I want for each customer, what is the sale. Now, in the dimension, I said like pick up customer name. So what I did is in the dimensions, I just dragged customer name and I put it in the dimension as a customer name. Second, for each customer name, I want how much sale made to that particular customer. So I am just bringing onto the metric this sales. So if you can see for each customer, what is the sale did for the last year, because I've given a date filter for the last year only. So it will pick up only the sale of the last year. So simply by just dragging the sales to here, I can see for each customer, what is the sales made in the last year. For now, I'm removing this record count because we don't actually need this, right? So also after this, I want for this much of sale, what is the profit? Again, what I can do is I just pull in the profit here. Yes, my job is done. My job is done, right? So this is how I can do. Now, what kind of analysis can you make? See, this is the sales made and this is the profit you've taken. Now, what do I give? One more feature, what I wanted to tell you here is rows per page. So if you can see, it says 1 to 100 of 639. So 639 pages were there, and per each page, 100 rows were there. No, I don't want 100 rows. I only want 5 or 10 rows to be there. Now, this 100 rows were there in the page, it says, but you can only see 19 rows. Once you go and click the view button, it will allow you to scroll all the 100 you can see on the first page, right? So once you scroll to the 100, you can go to the next page. You can see the remaining next 100 also. That way you can see. And if you wanted to restrict the number from 100 to only 5 or 10 per sheet, what you can do is just click on the table again. Well, here right below the metric, you can see rows per page. Currently by default, it is showing 100. No, I wanted to take only 10. Now, if you can see, it is showing only 10. I can reduce the page size. Now, the number of pages got increased from 632 to 639. So this is how you can do. And I also wanted some summary row, just as a cross check. Total sales, let me also bring in a scorecard, just for a cross check. Okay, this is the sale for the last year, but I wanted to know whether all the sales were there in the table or not. I'll just click on the table. There is something called show summary row right below the number of rows per page. I'll just click on the summary row. It is showing 755030 is the total number of sales. Just please cross check. Achha, okay, fine. All my sales were got into the table. So this way you can bring in the summary row also just for your cross verification. So in the table, I have brought in customer name and as a dimension, and I have brought in sales and profit as a metric. I also wanted to see which products did I sell to this customer. Again, bring in where the product name. Yeah, here is the product name. I'll just bring in one more metric here, product name. By selling, see, if you can see, this is taking the count of product. So to this Lola Hugs, I have sold 17 number of products, but rather I don't want to have a count. I wanted the name. I'll go to type. No. So whenever I say metric, it will only take the number. I'm sorry. So rather, what product I have sold to this particular customer, I should put this in the dimension. Yes. So this is the product name which I sold it to that particular customer. Yeah. So these are the products which are sold to that customer. So this is the difference between dimension and matrix. Matrix always talk about number, while the dimension talks about the parameter for which you wanted to arrive at the number. So this is how you can insert a table. So again, what are all the other features? In the table, you have given metrics as sales and profit. Now I wanted to know I wanted to sort the data in a descending order, like highest sales should be on the first. So right below the summary row, there's something called sort. By default, it is descending only. If you want, I can put ascending, where all the data will be in the ascending order, lowest sale first, highest sale in the last. No. I want profit to be the sorting order. So now what I can do is, in the sort, there is by default, it is picked up sale. Just click on the sales. Instead of sales, take profit. Now, according to the profit, everything will be sorted. So minus 1980 being the negative number, that is the first smallest number. Accordingly, it will be ascending. I also have an option of second sort. First sort should be on the profit. Second sort should be on the sale. That way also you can do. Right? And below that default date range, I am not really bothered about default date range, because here I have given a control field. So with this, all the tables or whatever visualizations I put it in the canvas, everything will be tuned to that particular date range only. So these are the important things to be tell about this table. Now, what else you can do with this sales and all? Same sales, I wanted to bring one more metric here. Sales, I'm bringing in again. So now that you have sales figure, now I want average sale. Just click on the pencil item, just beside the sales, click on the pencil item, average. So for this particular customer, what is the average price? Since because only one item sold to this particular person, the same is being shown in the average also. Otherwise, if you are sold in multiple intervals and for multiple rates and all, it will also show you the average rate and all. Also, it will show you all these fields. Like if you wanted to see the variance, now clicking the variance, I can see the variance percentage also. There is 0, it is showing as 0 because only one product I sold to this customer. Let me take a sales as a count also. I'm taking it as a count. Why the variance is 0? Because there is only one sale transaction and it will only be at a single price. So there is no variance. So assuming there are like multiple sales or sales at a multiple rates, now it is so easy in this kind of dashboards to arrive at an average rate or a variance for the pricing and all. I'll show you one use case of a variance. I'll just bring the share. Yeah, I'm just showing you one
Well hotels,
dashboard here.
budget accommodation,
Yeah, if you can see here, this is again a sample dashboard which we have built for a customer, and all these numbers or names are only like everything is changed. Nothing is here is a live data. So this is a dashboard, and if you can see, you all can see my screen right now, right? Can anyone confirm? You all can see my purchase analysis screen, right? Okay, right, perfect. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
If you can see here, this particular dashboard is a purchase analysis dashboard, which have almost 1928 vouchers data, and this is for a period of 6 months time, and the complete value is 1,705 millions, and these are some items, counts are some items and all, and I have taken dimensions as count, and these are all metrics. I've taken variance, quantity, average rate, value, percentage of total value and all. These are the vendors and all. Now, the use case here is, what is the beauty here is, in the variance, I have sorted the whole table with variance as a sort filter. So the highest variance will be in the top row. Accordingly, the lowest will be the next top and all, like that way. If you can see this 50 item name, there are the 470% of variance. First of all, what is the variance? From a particular customer, I have bought this, or like from few of the customers, I have bought a particular item, assuming the name is 50 is the name of the item. Same item, assuming this Apple phone is there, this phone I have purchased for 20,000 rupees. Also, I have purchased for 1 lakh rupees. Same model, same iPhone, this much of variance cannot be there, Now, if I have this kind of variance, the use case is, with a single snapshot, I just see this 50 items name, there is a huge variance. Let me walk through what happened exactly here in this. I'm just like clicking the plus item here. If you can see, these are all the variances. These are all the vendors from whom we have made a purchases. And see, here all 1%, 2% variance is all quite acceptable. But here one particular customer from whom we have bought, Tyson Ebden, there are 455% of the variance. Let me see. I'm just like drilling down further. These are the voucher numbers, 338, 507, 529. So these are the voucher numbers with which I have bought some items. Again, if you see, 50 is the quantity I bought. These are the quantities. Average rate, if you can see, 328, 328, 328, 318, 333, and but this one, if you can see, 60. So just by clicking this, I know this is either a wrong entry, because usually all the 50 items bought from this fellow are bought at this rate, average like 328, 333, this is the average rate. But this particular item, it's only 60 per unit. This could something be wrong. Either this, I have input the rate as a wrong thing, or I would have, this should be a item of something else, but I put it in the 50. So this easy is to identify a mistake when you build a dashboard. Another use case of the same dashboard, these are the two varieties of livestock this particular customer is stealing. One is black tiger, one is Wanami. So out of these two, so this data belongs to 6 months, and there are like 1928 vouchers. So you just tell me what is the probability of finding a particular voucher where there is a mistake. When I gave this demo to the management, they said, sir, this black tiger item has abolished for the last 10 years. So this item is not there at all, but how we got it in the accounts. So now you tell me in the chat box, how difficult is it to find this particular voucher if you are doing it in a Tally or any other accounting package? If you don't have this kind of dashboard, now what is the percentage? What is the chance of picking up this particular voucher? First of all, we assume that there is no mistake at all, because we believe that everything is going right. So even though if we know that there is a mistake happened, tracing out this particular entry is so very tough. But here, if you have this kind of dashboard where everything is brought into the dashboard, I will just click on the black tiger. There is one entry of 40 name bought from Faith Greenwood. Voucher number is this. In the year of 2020, in the September month, in 25. See the beauty here, these dashboards can take you up to the transaction level. Now you tell me what reporting tools available in the market, like Tally Prime is there, or like this analyst is there. So all these things, they will not give you drilling down up to the transaction level. But here the beauty is it can be taken up to the transaction level, even to the management also. Management, if I can give the management this kind of transaction level analysis, look at the beauty, what kind of decision makings they can take in the business and all. So this is one use case which is very helpful for the management. Right. Getting back to my presentation. So now that we have seen the building up of a table wherein I've taken some dimensions and I've taken some metrics, wherein with the same metric I can view it in a different way. Sales as a number, sales as an average, sales as a variance. So whatever way you wanted to see, that way you can see. Sales maximum, sales minimum, sales median. So whatever way you wanted to see, yes, you can see, you have an option. Assuming you don't have that option, you want to see something else other than these things, you still have an option. Add a field wherein you can key in some Excel formula here and you can add the new field, bring in here. So that option is also there, right? I'm sure everyone is clear on how to build this table in the dashboard. If yes, can you please tell yes in the chat box? Right, thank you, Pawan. Is anyone doing along with me? Okay, right. But then, okay, so now that you know how to bring in a table into the dashboard, so this way I can put in any number of tables. Since that we completed this, I'm removing this. The next important item here is bringing in a column chart. Now, another few important, like very interesting features you can see in this column visualization. So this is the column visualization. Here, by default, it has taken some sales and all, but no, I don't want some sales. Rather, I'm taking the profit also in the metric. But here, if you can see the below x-axis dimension, it is taking the order number. But I don't want the order number, rather I want year. So please take the order date in which you have date, month and year. I'm taking the order date. And here also I only want the year. So click on the pencil item just beside the order date and the date type. In the date, please select year. So I will only get the year's data. So 2021. Why? Because by default I've selected the date filter as 1 year only, right? So I'm removing it for now. Date filter. All right. Sales, and I'm also bringing, we usually compare sales with profit only. So profit is already there. I'm bringing in sales also into the metrics. Sales and well, sales and profit is there. Now let us see what best we can do here. In the Excel sheet which I've shared it to you, it has 4 years data. Assuming your tally is having the data of multiple years, right? Now, I want all the 4 years, right from 18 Jan to December 21. I'm just applying. See the comparison what we can get. See all the 4 years I have on my screen. So this is how each year performing. All the blues are sales, all the grays are profits. Now it is showing 2021 on the left side, 18 as on the right side. No, I want it in the other way. There is a sort filter here. In the sort, let me take sale as a sort filter, and I want it to be ascending. So 18 comes on the left side, 21 comes on the right side. So this is how I'm getting this complete thing. Now you have the complete year data. let me go to the view. Let us see how it is going to look like. So this is how it's going to look like in the report dashboard. So 2018 sales is 414,348 and the profit is 54,487. Why is profit taller than sales? The profit matrix is on the right side and the sale metric is on the left side. Accordingly, it is designed, right? Now, let us see, now that we have yearly data, I also wanted to see quarterly data, right? Again, I'm clicking on this particular column chart, and in the dimension, there is something called drill down. Dimension, right below the dimension order date, there's something called drill down. I will toggle on the drill down button. Here also, I will select the order date only. Where is order date? Yeah, I'm bringing in order date only. But here, I don't want yearly data. I want quarterly data because we have this habit of comparison Q1 to last year Q1 or Q3 to Q2. So that way we'll be comparing, right? So here I want to take year quarter. I also wanted to have one more leg below this, same order date only, but here I wanted to have monthly data also. Again, same way, I'm picking up data, I'm taking year, month. Now, see the beauty I'll show you. And below that, it is asking you default drill down level is order date year, the same way I want. Now I'm hitting the view button. Now see the beauty. So this is the default sales template board dashboard where it is giving me yearly sales 2018, 19, 20 and 21. If I wanted to see have trend line also, I can put trend line, which I'll show you at a little later time. Now I wanted to see quarterly data. Just click on the drill down button just here on the above the table. This is the drill up button. This is the drill down button. In each year, what is the quarterly performance? Q1 19, 18, Q2 19, 18. So this way you have all the data. Now I want monthly data. Drill down once again. You got to see monthly data also. Now you wanted to see only a particular year. Yes, you can also see that I have selected sales of 2021. Only 21 I wanted to see quarterly performance. I have drilled down Q1 21, Q2 21, Q3 21, Q4 21. I can arrange this in a sorting way in the ascending order so that I'll get another Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Also, I wanted to see monthly. Yes, I can see the monthly of 21 only. So all the months, how it is performing, sales versus profit, I can see in the same visualization. That is the beauty of this dashboard. You can also have this optional metrics. Like I've shown in the scorecard, sales, you have optional metrics to see the profit. Similar way here also, sales and profit. I have taken a default metric. You can also take an optional metrics and something else you can put it here in the optional metrics. Well, getting back. So this is how you can put a columnar table. You can also add a range line. What I will do is, right above this data and style, these are the styles we have. Now what I will take is, this is combo chart of columns as well as range line also. If I select this, you can also see how your trend is going with respect to sale and profit and all. So this is the trend or trend line of the sales and profit. So this way you can have a combo also by clubbing two kinds of charts, column with a trend line or likewise you can also do. I believe you got some knowledge on this inserting the column table also, right? Can we move forward? Can you please say yes in the chat box? Yes, right. So next important visualization which I want to tell you is pie chart. What is this pie chart? Pie chart, donut chart, both all are almost same to same. Donut chart, you'll have a hole in between. Pie chart, you don't have a hole in between. Otherwise, that there is no change between the pie chart and donut chart. Pie chart, similar way, I'm bringing in the pie chart. So by default, again, it has taken order IDs as a matrix, order IDs as a dimension and all. No, now in the pie chart, let us see to what are all the countries we have dealt with. I am bringing into the dimension country. Now, if you can see, with just the hover of bringing in the country to the dimension, you can see what is the percentage of sale you made to each country. If you can see the view, 26% of the sales worth of 609683 were to France, and the least is this country Sweden, where I have sold some 30 some number which is displayed here, 30,490. So just by bringing in here, I can know, I'll be able to know what is the percentage of sales I made to this country. Now again, I'm going back to the edit. So in the country, I wanted to know within the cities how much I have sold. So what I will do is, in the I can take optional metrics, or I can have a drill down functional also. I'm taking it as a drill down functionality. I'm by default city has already been picked up. So how it looks like now. So this is the sale made to France, 26% worth of 609683. In the France, to which cities you have sold and how much quantity you sold to the cities of France. Just by clicking on the France, drill down, and you see the beauty here. So in the France, maximum portion is to other areas where the name is not mentioned, and major is like to Paris of 6.9% of worth 42,000 rupees 245. And this is how I can know the cities, how much sale I made to particular cities. You can go back to countries, and you can go down to cities also. This way, whatever levels you wanted to go down, like region to country, country to city, so that way you can go. So that way, this is the benefit of using the pie chart. So here, pie chart is the option. So what you wanted to see in the pie chart is all your beauty, or like your what do I say, your intelligence. So if I want to see country, or I want to see the products which I'm dealing with, or I wanted to see the categories I deal with. So whatever thing you wanted to put in here in this pie chart, that will be shown in the pie chart. Assuming I wanted to see the categories. So in the fields, I have some categories and subcategories also. So I don't want countries. Let me put categories. I'm removing countries, and I'm also removing cities. So these are the categories. Out of my total sales, technology share is 37%, and office supplies share is 27%, furniture is 27%, and like office supplies is 35%. Now I can have a further drill down subcategory. Similar way what we have seen in the country and city wise. So once you see, so this is the proportion of your category sales, and if I drill down, this is the proportion of your subcategory. So copiers, this is percentage, 12%, bookcase 12.5%, storage 11.6%, arts 5.4%. So this way, just by clicking an item, a field into the dimension or like metrics, you'll be easily able to like analyze the data and take a better decisions, right? So this is how you can make use of the pie chart. Well, next important visualization I wanted to show you is maps. How does this maps does the beauty? Rather showing it here, I can take you to one more dashboard. Yeah, if you can see, right, whatever data Excel sheet I shared it to you, this is one dashboard built up by me. I'm just showing you for the reference how we can prepare the dashboard. So this is how I made the dashboard. If you can see, I put some filters here: country, region, segments, category, subcategory, products, years, and all. Now, if I wanted to see by default, all the 4 years data will be seen here. No, I only wanted to see only 1 year data. Go to the filter of years and you can select only 2014, or in the case of our example, you can select 2021 or 20. So only that particular year data will be shown, not all the years. Only, and you can see every field on the dashboard will be tuning to 2014 only, right? So that way I can have all the whatever filters I want, I can put those filters. And I have taken some scorecards: sales scorecard, quantity scorecard, product scorecard, order scorecard, customer scorecard with the comparison countries. I have taken a comparative analysis of all the 4 years, and also here I have put some drill down functionality of quarter and years. I am drilling down. This is all with the same data which I have pulled from the Excel sheet. Similar way, I can also pull the data from Tally or any other accounting package also. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 of 14. I can go to the monthly data also. This way is monthly along with the trend line also. And you can see on the right side, countries I dealt with and products I dealt with and the regions I dealt with. I've taken some subcategories and sales and profit. I have also given a heat map. What is heat map? Highest will be in the darker color, lowest will be in the lighter color. This will enable us to identify right number easily. And here I have put a enter control of slider discount of 0 to 80%. Now just by sliding this, so 40% whatever sales I made, just by sliding it, everything will be turning to 40% sales what I made in that particular year. So in the 2014, sales of 693.22 thousand rupees are made at a 40% discount. Again, my intention is not to show you this particular dashboard. We are actually looking at the regional geographical dashboard maps and all. Yeah, if you can see this, right, the same data, whatever Excel sheet which I have shared to you, the same data, I can also have this geographical dashboard wherein I can see the countries along with the geographical map as well. This will be helpful when you are dealing with multiple countries. Again, here just by clicking on the particular country, I can see what is the sales and profit of that particular country. Here in the example, I have selected only sales and profit as a metrics, but whatever metrics you wanted to see for that particular country, it could be like products, it could be like category, it could be subcategory. So whatever you wanted to see for the particular country, you can see just by clicking, hovering the mouse and clicking on the particular country. I wanted to see Switzerland as well as Finland. Just hold the command button and on a control in the Windows, hold control Switzerland along with the select Finland also. So for these two countries, what is the sale and what is the profit, I can see on the same screen. So this is like Switzerland and this is like Finland. So both the countries' data I am seeing on the screen. So this is the use of the maps which is there in the as a visualization. So this is how you can see the maps visualization. And getting back, yeah. So this is how we can use the map visualization. And again, as I said to you, here I'm not making you to learn. I'm only making you to understand this is how you can visualize the data and all, so that it will ignite some enthusiasm to learn building of these dashboards and all, right? And lastly, I wanted to show you heat map for the same chart. So again, for the heat map, rather like building up a heat map, I'll show you one live case only. So with the same data, I have like one more dashboard. If you can see the same data, same 4 year data, see it's like all the 67 members registered for this today's session. I have shared the same Excel sheet to all of you. So it is you who need to like have that intelligence or like visualization power to design your dashboard. So with the same dashboard, I have shown you one kind of visualization, putting some colors and all, multiple colors and all. And again, with the same data only, I have built up one more dashboard. It is taking a little longer time to load. Yeah, it got loaded. See the same data, This is something classy dashboard which I have prepared. Demo sales snapshot. Here I have taken a date control, taking as a current year date control, and I have put some scorecards, sales with comparison to the last year sales increase or decrease. I have also taken a matrix of profit. If I want the profit for this much sale, just by selecting the profit, I'll be coming to know the profit also. Going back, I have some sales quantity metric scorecard, product scorecard, number of order scorecard, number of customers, number of countries, segments, categories, subcategories. Just imagine like if this kind of data is available hands-on or like readily available, so what kind of decisions you can take. So in the next sheet, you can see I have taken a table wherein I have put dimensions as a customer name and metrics as average sale, sale quantity, and profit. And just adjacent to that, I've added one more table, but wherein I have taken product name, sales. In the sales, I've taken a bar also. So with the seeing of the bar, I'll be knowing like what is the highest sale, what is the lowest sale, and all. And just beside that, there's the profit. If you can see, there is a heat map. So the larger number or the highest number will be the darker red, and the lower number will be on the lighter red. Right. So just below that, I have taken few more dimensions, countries, segments, and subcategories. And on the left-hand side, I have taken some column chart depicting sales and profit. Again, in the column chart, I have taken drill down functionality to see quarterly and yearly data of that particular year. I have also taken some optional metrics. It is taking little time to load sale and profit. If I wanted to see only sales, just deselect profit, you will be able to see only sales. If you want to see only profit, deselect sales, only profit. Further drill down will give you a monthly trend of the sales also. Here, by default, I have taken a trend line of sales versus profit versus sales variance. So the catch over here is the data is same for everyone, but how you look at the data, how you communicate with the data is all your intelligence. And I have given this controller, metric controller also for the discount. So with this, I am coming to know 10% products, how much I have made. So I'm just like taking it 10%. So everything will be converted to the 10%. Now the beauty here is, if you can see, say suppose the product name is there. I'm taking it back to the original thing. Excuse me. Well, here there are some product names were there, and this particular product, Horn Executive Leather Armchair, is there. I wanted to see to which countries I sold, to which customer I sold, or what are the categories and all. Just by clicking on the particular product name, like I selected Apple smartphone. I just clicked on the Apple smartphone and look at the magic. Apple smartphone, last year I made a sale of 7264, and there's the incremental sale of 570%. 3 quantities I have sold. To whom I have sold? One to Robert James, one to Julian Mack, one to Jason Martin. So these are the persons to whom I have sold. What is the average price? If you can see Apple smartphone and the price is varying, it could be the reason model could be different. If you have selected the same, if you have sold the same model to all the 3 persons, for the price variation, you need to like investigate what has undergone wrong. And this is the profit element. Again, for everywhere I have put some cross checks. So here if you can see, total average sale is like 2421. This is average of average. Here also I have 2421 just to have a cross check whether the both are giving same results or not. Again, in the sales I have 7264. Here also I have 7.3K as a sales of the Apple smartphone. Again, I have a cross check. So likewise, when you select a particular product, every field on the dashboard will be customizing according to that particular selected field. Now, this is the beauty. Now, let me take you to how you can do all this thing. Once you put all these scorecards, tables, columns and all. For everywhere, you in the right side, you see some dimensions, metrics, date range and all. Right below them, there is something called interactions. If you can see, there's something called interactions. So once you turn on this filter, every visualization will talk to another visualization. I selected Apple smartphones, only Apple smartphones, how many sales were made, how many countries I made a sale to, what is the profit for the Apple smartphones, what is the lowest discount, what is the highest discount for that particular product. So this way it will help you to analyze each and every particular item just by applying interactions. So here what I did is, for every visualization, whatever I inserted here, I have scrolled down my mouse and I have picked the interactions, apply filter. So I have put this so that each visualization is talking to other visualizations. That is the beauty of the interactions. So this is how, see if you can observe, 8,045 row items belonging to 4 years, 2018 to 2021, everything is brought into a single sheet and it is giving you a beautiful analysis. Just imagine, even in the tally also, where the tally is not split, you have a data of like 10 years or like 5 years. So you can bring it on a single dashboard. You can also build like multiple dashboards also. So with a single dashboard, you can see the whatever analysis you wanted to make, right? So not just like financial dashboards, these dashboards, wherever data is available, everywhere you can put the dashboards. Like if you can see, for the Vizag branch, YMM, your modifications matter, I built up a dashboard. That is not actually financial dashboard, but yes, there is the data there also, how much a member is contributing. So the use case is, wherever data is there, everywhere you can design a dashboard like this, right? So I'll show you like one more use case of the financial dashboard, which I have built in using this, taking the data from the tally and all. Yeah. So, 1 second. So this is another dashboard for a better understanding for all the CA members. This is a properly designed financial dashboard, and this is a complete data is picked up from Tally. So as I said to you, there are some external connectivity tools like Tally Connect or Data Clamp. So what they do is, we will install an application file in the client's system. So the accountant or whoever is sitting in the system, they just need to click a button called sync. So once they hit the sync button, all the Tally data will be picked up and placed in a cloud SQL database. From the SQL database, I am taking the data to build this kind of dashboard. So this is a demo dashboard, which is a completely financial dashboard. This is like month on month analysis. If you can see, there's a date picker. This dashboard is built upon Power BI, and this is a real-time dashboard. So today when you open, you'll be able to see yesterday data. Tomorrow when you open, you'll be coming to know today's data. See, like, and like one more beautiful feature is, assuming a company is having like multiple tallies. Like, yeah, I have like 5 branches. Each branch is having its own tally. Now, tell me the complication or the complexity involved in consolidating all the tallies. It is so difficult, and it will almost take some 2 to 3 days of the accountant to compile all the, consolidate all the data into a single Excel sheet or a presentation. But here, multiple tallies I can consolidate, and that also is a one-time exercise. Once I consolidate on a real-time basis, you'll be able to see the snapshots or like dashboards every day whenever you want to open. So this is like one profit and loss month on month dashboard. Each month is there. Again, everything is interactive. If you select on a particular month, you'll be able to see only that particular month data only. And there is a drill down functionality also. It can take you up to the transaction level, not just a group level or ledger level. It can take you up to the transaction level so that you can identify specifically where the mistake has gone Similarly, there is one key performance indicators which we have designed here. So net sales in comparison all the previous years, 15, 16 to 2021 data we have taken. So this is the net sales trend analysis, gross profit, EBITDA, PBT, and PAT. And everything is not a static data. Everything is a dynamic data. Yesterday data you can see it today. Today data you can see it tomorrow. That kind of real-time reports you can generate to the customers. Even GP sheet also. So usually all the tally or like any accounting package, they don't give the reporting in the Schedule 6 format. But here I can design it in the Schedule 6 format. Usually in the tally and all, you don't have this GP sheet, right? But here I can have this vertical GP sheet and all, wherein if you can see, I've selected the complete years and all. Here I wanted to have a comparative analysis. 2021 is a default year which is there here. I wanted to compare it with the last year. Excuse me. Just select the control button, select 2021. You also have the data of 2021 and you can compare whether it is increasing or decreasing. Likewise, you can compare any number of years data, and on the right hand side you can see some visualization chart visualizations also. Now here these are all on a top layer, right? I wanted to like drill down to the group level, ledger level, sub ledger level and all. There is a drill down functionality. If I hit on the drill down, it is taking me to domestic sale, export sale. In the domestic, I can further drill down. Domestic export, I can further drill down. So likewise, sales, interstate GST, local GST, sales local, sales LUT versus bond. So this way, I can take it to the transaction level, even at the dashboard level also. Also, one more beauty is, now here, the drill down is all happening on a rows basis. All the drill down is happening for the rows. Rather, I wanted to see the drill down on the columnar. Like 2021 is there. Let me deselect 2021 and only select 21-22. That is the current year. Right. So I wanted to see the current year quarterly comparison. There is something called drill on a rows and column. I am selecting columns. Now, if you can see, if I hit the drill down button, Q1, Q2 of 21-22. Currently, it is only like half of the year, so there's only Q1, Q2. If you have selected the old year, it will show you all the Q4 quarters also. So in the Q1, Q2, you still wanted to drill down to the monthly level. You can just click on the drill down button. You can also go to the monthly level of April, May, June of the first quarter, July of the second quarter. Likewise, whatever quarter months were there, that data you can see. You can also have a comparison of, wait, let me show you. 21, 22 and 2021, I only wanted to see Q1 performance. Well, I wanted to see Q1 performance. Just by clicking on Q1, I can only see the comparison of 21-22 and 2021 Q1 performance. No. I wanted to see only May month performance of 2021, 22, or like April month, assuming whatever is this. So this way, I can only comparison April to April of particular year. April 21 comparison to April 20. So likewise, whatever way you want to slice or dice your data, that way you can see. That is the beauty. Also, this is one more balance sheet built up on the Power BI. So wherein I have taken same Schedule 6 format. So here the beauty is, usually for the bankers and all, we will be giving some this for quarterly reviews and all, or for like we need to submit this quarterly financials to the bankers and all. So in that case, or for the listed companies, I need to give a quarterly reports to the SEBI and all. So in that case, understand the beauty or like freedom when everything is readily available in the Schedule 6 format. So it is there in the Schedule 6 format. I just take drill down. Everything is there in the share capital of the 2021 year, 2022 year. So further drill down, including the names and all, I have the complete data. So here on the right hand side, I have put some scorecards. So whatever ratios you wanted to put in, that ratios you can put in here on the right hand side. So that is the beauty of these dashboards, financial dashboards. So I will say to you, these dashboards are not just financial dashboards. Wherever data is there, everywhere you can use the dashboards and all. So these are two use cases which I wanted to show you as a in using this dashboards and all. Well, getting back to my presentation. So what exactly these dashboards can help us in? Simply put, these real-time dashboards reporting solutions are on par with shared CFO services. There is no exaggeration. CFO services, we are doing a shared CFO services for whatever decisions to be taken by CFO. We are giving a platform for him to take decisions, which lets professionals, consultants, companies, and all the stakeholders access their performance reports from their office, home, dedicated system, and view them on the go. Why I said on the go? Even when you are like in America or like Japan or wherever you are at, if you have a valid link, you can open. And how many number of members wanted to see? If everyone is having a valid link, every one of them can see the reports. And this will help you make crucial, informed, and time-sensitive decision making. Why? Because early identification of mistakes and early rectification of mistakes always is a symptom of early enjoying of benefits in a business. So these will be giving us to take a time-sensitive decisions without having the hassle of you physically present at the office or to wait for an accountant to retrieve, convert present data for you. In the traditional convention method, you need to call your accountant, ask him to prepare the data. He will take some 3 to 4 days. Then he need to compile the data, put it in a presentable format, then give it to you. If something goes wrong, redo the whole exercise. But here, once you set up the whole platform, just clicking the refresh button, you will be able to see the latest updated data. So what are the advantages? All these dashboards are responsive. As I said to you, each element in the dashboard will be talking to the other element, and these dashboards are interactive, informative dashboards which have hassle-free access from anywhere, anytime, any number of times. And you can dice it or slice it the way you want and up to the transaction level. As I said to you, you can add some optional metrics, you can add some drill-down functionalities, and you can take a particular item to the transaction level to specifically identify where the mistake has gone wrong. The third advantage is every dashboard is a tailor-made to fit best to your organizational needs. This is unlike your biz analyst or any other reporting things where they have only pre-defined set of reports. Here in the Google Data Studio on a Power BI, I can build the dashboards in the way I wanted to look at the data. So each dashboard is a tailor-made. I have shown you two dashboards. One is with the white and blue colors. Second one is the multiple colors. But if you can correlate, the data in both dashboards are same data. So it is how you present what is your intelligence. And consolidation of data from multiple sources is just a click away. This is one more beauty. As I said to you, I'm having data for multiple branches. Consolidation is so tough in a traditional method, but here consolidation is just a click away. One more beauty is in a dashboard, I have a scorecard and I have a table. So for the scorecard, I can give one data source. For the table, I can give one more data source. So from multiple data source, I can build a single dashboard. Assuming some companies, they maintain some data in Tally, usually stores or attendance or some kind of other financial functions, they maintain in the Excel sheet or Google Sheets. So in that case, I can correlate all the data and put it on a single dashboard. That is one more advantage of using the dashboards. And real-time reports means real-time identification of problem and hence real-time decision making. As I said, everything is QT, check. No accountant needed, no accounting knowledge needed, no physical presence in front of system. If you have a valid link, yes, you can see the data. Everything is at your fingertips only. And what makes this product unique from the other reporting tools? As I said to you, this analyst or any other reporting tools available in the market, like Tally fees is there. So all these things will only give a set of predefined reports. And again, one more thing is, they pick up the data from the trial balance as a data source. But here in this Google Data Studio or like Power BI, I can pick up the data, I can give the data source as a day book. So if I have a day book in the drill down level, I can take it to the transaction level. So this is the main feature lacking between the business analyst or like this Google Data Studio and all, where in the business analyst or any other kind of tools available in the market, the data sources trial balance will be only able to see the predefined reports which were designed by that particular vendor. But here in this Google Data Studio or Power BI, whatever way you can design, that way you can see the data right up to the transaction level. And as I said to you, these dashboards are unique and every dashboard is tailor-made to fit best the needs of the stakeholder. And another yet important uniqueness is these dashboards are free to design. If you use Biz Analyst or any other reporting package, you have to pay some fees for using the services. But Google Data Studio is completely free, or Power BI also, unless you want to use some premium features, all the features are completely free. If you want to go for a premium version, then only you will be charging. Otherwise, it's free. So that is the uniqueness in comparison with this dashboards to the any other available dashboards in the market. And so this is the end of my dashboards presentation. I hope like I can pretty well say that this will not make you to understand completely how to build a dashboard, but if I can at least ignite that enthusiasm for you to research on this, I am successful in giving this presentation. I hope I did my bit of job. So you need to say whether yes or not, right? So if you can give me the answer, I can go to the last part of my presentation. Yeah, thank you. So, and the last one is Autocrat. What is this Autocrat? In the recent days, if you can see, I'll tell you one use case. In the recent days, every one of you are getting these seminar information in a template, seminar name, seminar time and all. So what we did for the branch is, we have designed a Google form, and from the form we have taken only a few inputs like date of seminar, time of seminar, speaker name, speaker city, CPR and fees. Rest all what we did is, we have designed a template so that everything will fall, whatever data is filled in the Google form will be filled in the Excel sheet, that will be taken to the pre-designed template, that will be sent to the mail to the members also. That way we can do it. So what exactly it is, I can show you in the Autocad functionality. So this is the last feature which I wanted to tell in the today's session. Well, again I'm taking the same data of yesterday's responses and all. So again, in the same add-on, in the navigations, you can see add-on bar. So I'm just clicking the add-on. Before in the starting of the session, we have downloaded Mail Meteor add-on. There is one more add-on called Autocrat. So I'm clicking on the add-on, and there is get add-ons or manage add-ons. Let me wait for some time. Similar way, just like you just need to click on get add-ons, you'll be popped up with multiple add-ons. You need to search for Autocrat, AUTOCRAT. Autocrat is the add-on. You just need to click on the Autocrat. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling. Just give me a moment. I'm sorry for the delay. So my screen is not visible. Let me just.
Power move out.
Sir, can you see my screen now?
Yeah, now it is okay. Yeah. Now it is okay.
No. It convertలేదు. Yes.
Excel sheet ఇప్పుడు కనబడుతోంది సార్.
Okay. I'm resharing it, sir.
Now it is okay. It's okay.
Right. Thank you, Prashant. It's taking a little longer time for to load it. some sheets. Yeah, so if you can see now, similar way, I just click on add-ons, get add-ons, you'll be popped up with the window box, select for Autocrat, and once you install in the drop-down, you'll be seeing Autocrat. Now what I will do is, I'll just open Autocrat. Again, this is one more beautiful functionality which you can use in various use cases in the office itself, where there are some predefined templates like rental agreement is there, or like articleship agreement is there. So these agreements, rest all content will be the same, only few particulars will be changing. So in those cases, you can use this Autocrat. The difference between Mail Meteor and Autocrat, Mail Meteor helps you to only send the mail as content. But here, you can also share a attachment or like predefined sheet and all. So what I'm doing is, once I open the Autocrat, I am creating a new job, right? I'm giving a job name as thank you note, right? And I'm hitting the next button. It is asking me to choose a template. This template, either I can design in Google Docs, which is a Word online version of the Google Word, Microsoft Word, right? So I can create the template in the Google Word, or I can create in the slides also. Slides is nothing but similar to the presentation. I'm just selecting this one. I have already selected. Otherwise, also you can select from the drive, right? Rather, I have already there. It is already there in my list, so I'm picking it from there only. Add-on, Autocrat, open. I'm creating a new job. I'm naming it as thank you note already there. And I'm selecting this template. What this template, I'll show you in a very few minutes of time. I'm using this template. And in the template, I have given some personalized fields. So this template is selected. Thank you note for ICI BCM is the template name. So this is selected. I'm clicking the next button. And in the template, whatever I have designed, there is only one this field with a 2 open bracket with a 2 close bracket, arrow brackets, right? So by default, it will be taken up. See, in the form responses 1, so just beside the Autocad, you can see the Excel sheet, right? So in that, the name of the Excel sheet is form response 1. Just beside there is one more sheet called mail list. So whatever list you wanted to select, that list you can select. So I'm taking it from the form responses, and in that, in my template, name field is there. I wanted to map the name in the B column, to the name in the template I designed. And I'm hitting the next button. I wanted to give a file name. What is the name which you have given just now? That is the name of an Autocad function. Now, what is this file name? So once you create the output file, that file should have some name. So what is that name? I'll be giving it here. I will tell thank you. I wanted to give a personalized customization effect here also. So I will tell thank you, CA, open 2 brackets. I will tell name, pick up the name, and 2 close brackets. So the file name is thank you, CA Vinay Gandhi. Thank you, CA Anand Kumar. So this way the file name will be saved. I want the file as a PDF file. You can also have a Google slide also. For now, I'm selecting as a PDF file. Go to the next thing. Choose a destination folder where you want all these things to be stored at. I am giving some destination folder in my Google Drive. For now, I'm taking Jignasa final. Next, dynamic folder is what? Each name will be saved in a separate folder. No, I don't want that. All the files should be stored in a single folder. Next, what is the merge condition? Today, now, and all these merge conditions. For now, I'm skipping it. You can also add a merge condition. What is this? Timestamp is null. If the timestamp in the column A, if it is null, don't merge. If the timestamp is not null, only merge those conditions. So all the rows wherein timestamp is filled, only those columns will be merged. If it is null, those columns will not be merged. This is the default. So I'm going to the next field, share docs and send emails. So right from here only, Autocad only, you can send the mail also. I wanted to share doc also. I'm telling yes, share doc as a PDF, yes. Send from generic, no reply address, no. Allow collaborator to reshare, yes. Now here what I'm telling is to, I'm not selecting the two, I'm putting in the BCC. What I'm telling is to open brackets, I'm telling email. So I'm asking the Autocrat to pick up this address from the C column. In the C column, whatever mail address is there, to pick up is that address, other thing. And here in the subject, I'm telling, thank you, CA name for attending my webinar. Thank you, CA name. This way, whatever fields you wanted to put, you can put. And I'm going to the next. And it is asking me to what is the trigger point. So you have all filled in the form and the responses of form are come in the Google Sheet. So I can put that as a trigger. What I will tell to the Autocrat, whenever new response is there added in the Google Sheet, you please trigger the Autocrat and send mail to that particular person. Or you can also trigger on a time. So every 1 hour you please trigger. Every 2 hours you please trigger. That way I can tell to the Autocrat in what intervals this has to be triggered. Well, I am saving this. Give me just 2 minutes. It will get saved. Not even 2 minutes. Yeah, perfect. So thank you note. This is the Autocad function job. Now I want to run. I just click the run. Now see the beauty. Now anyone who is attending and who also filled in the form yesterday, can you please check? Every one of you might have received a mail with the thank you note document and all. Yeah, if you can see, documents got started like merging. Every document here which got merged is a personalized document. If anyone like who have already received the mail, can you please confirm? So I can also show you how this looks like. This is one sent to CA Swaroop madam. So this is the mail received by her. And if you can see on the top left, thank you CA Swaroop Garmela. Again, this is like personalized. Here in the sheet, if you can see, dear CA Swaroop Garmela. So again, with the name, whatever I've given in the main column, that is picked up here. I said, like, the last place one would expect to get most attention in a room full of extremely preoccupied professional executives like you all. Yet, you gave me your full attention, which played an instrumental role in this presentation successful. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. So every one of you might have got this email with your name and with your name mentioned on this object, this document also. So that is the beauty of this Autocrat functionality. So hardly it will take some 5 to like 10 minutes for all the mails to get merged. So if you can see already by now, 12 mails got merged. Similar way, it will take hardly some 10 minutes. Every address, whatever is there in this sheet, will be getting the mail. So that is the another functionality. Yeah. Registered not attended, will they also get the thank you note? Sir, no sir, registered not attended. Actually, registered not attended, yes, they will also get the thank you note. Because that data is there here in this Google Sheet, yes, they will also get the thank you note, sir. Even though they don't get it, they did not attend also, they will get the document. So whatever names mentioned in here in this rows, whatever columns mentioned here, so for all those, I can set the customized document. So if you want to eliminate a particular person for whom you don't want to send, you can just delete that particular row and you can run the functionality. So that is how you will be getting this functionality. So these are the three functionalities which I wanted to tell in the today's session. I hope at least for a few of us these things will be useful because these dashboards have highest use case. Autocrat and mail merge is only some in your day-to-day practice operations. It will be helpful for you, but the dashboards built up on the Google Data Studio and Power BI, they are the real value additions for the company or your clients to take a effective decision making. So I hope is Power BI works on Mac. Very much yes sir, very much yes sir. Power BI desktop version is not there as of now in the Mac, but then on the cloud version of Power BI you can still work on the even on the Mac also. Even I am facing the same problem with the Mac. Mine is also Mac only, but little difficult for me. So what I did is I have made a partition in my system. Half part is Windows, half part is iOS. So in the Windows, I am able to do all this functionality of the Power BI. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and I'm greatly indebted and to Murli sir for choosing me to deliver on this concept, and to all the NC members for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Swaroop, for your detailed presentation and this worksheet examples, all those things. Really, you made it a lively session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Members, any queries?
Yeah,
Any queries in this?
Yeah, Nasim has asked how to link Tally data to Google data or BI. Sir, excuse me. There are two ways, sir. One, if you wanted to have a real-time linking of Tally data to Power BI or Google Data Studio, you have to use some external data pooling things like Tally Connect or Data Clam. So these are the execution files will be so available in the market. So with those tools, you can pull the data from Tally so that data will be put in the SQL server. From that, you can take it on the real-time basis. No, I want it on a static basis. So at the year end or if you're doing a internal audit or management audit, where you'll be giving a monthly report or quarterly report. So in that case, you will take the data of Tally, the backup data, you can convert it into Excel, Excel to Google Sheets to Power BI or Data Studio. But if you want a real-time database, as such, it is not possible. But using these third-party applications, you can very much do. And again, when you have the data in the Zoho books, QuickBooks, or host books, because that data by default is there in the cloud base. So from that, you can have API tools, API tools for there. So with the APIs, you can connect the data to the Google Data Studio or Power BI. How to convert Tally to Excel? Sir, very much easy, sir. At every page of the Tally, on the top, you have an export button. So once you click on the export button, it will give you some options, convert to Excel or convert to PDF. So from that, you can take, either you can pull the complete trial balance. You can open trial balance, select the period you wanted to look at, and you can export that whole into Excel sheet. From that, you can link it, the headers, whatever fields, whatever were there, you can play with those headers.
Swaroop, I have a small doubt. Can I ask?
Yeah, sure, please.
Yeah, actually, simultaneous, I also with you only with that Google Studio dashboard work.
Yeah, sure.
Contribution or paying of fees, contributions that I did. But only thing, see, when we are doing with the Google Sheet, converting that into the Google Studio and dashboard, is it how much safer? Means there are so many hackings are going on. But safety measures, which is it okay? We can go ahead with any sensitive data for analysis.
That's a good question.
In this.
Good question. Here, we need to blindly believe on the data security, whatever promised by the Google or Microsoft, because we are building it on their dashboards. So if their Google is hacked, no, we can't do anything. So to that matter, even many chartered accountant systems got hacked. So if the hacker really wants to hack, it need not be cloud or anything. Even our own PC, which is there on the local server, can also be hacked. But what little assurance we can put here is Google or Microsoft are little well established and they have good security controls. So we can believe on this. And why I said like this Tally Connect or Data Clamp, in these things, what they do is they actually don't take your data and put it in your server. I mean, your server means CA server. So they only pull the numbers from the client's server. They will host it in the SQL database of Microsoft Azure. Why I said Microsoft Azure is again, it's a secure database. So from that only I am pulling the data. Security things, again, you are only relying upon the third-party applications.
Or like any privilege when I am going for paid version studio.
Sir, one privilege is Microsoft Azure is a database. So in the database, you can have your own database. So what happens here is, I can buy a database, assuming I have like 10 clients of mine, all the database of 10 clients, I can put it in the same database. So when I give to a client login and password, so he will also be knowing, apart from my data, 9 other databases there. So rather what you can do is, you can have a dedicated database to each of the client. But that will cost you a little higher because you're having a dedicated database. If the clients agree for a dedicated database, yes, it is little more secure when compared to having the data of multiple clients in a single database.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Prashant. Sir,
Murali
any-
Krishna, sir.
Members, anybody having doubt, please unmute yourself and ask.
Sir, Chappan Vasudamutgar.
Thank you, Avinash.
Members, any queries, any doubts? Unmute yourself and you can ask the speaker.
One more small clarification, sir. Here, how can we convert entire Tally backup to data to Excel?
Sir, as I said, you Tally data to Excel is like very easy. If you want the complete data of Tally, open the day book, select the date range from the first date to last date, hit the export button, convert to Excel. Every data will be coming to Excel.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
No. You are correct. Yes.
Yeah, it can be done. So once you have it in Excel, it is very easy to import to the Google Sheets. So once you have it in the Google Sheets, rest all is your game. How you play.
Okay. So if we want to have a live data, you said that Tally Connect and other things can directly sync into
Exactly.
the database.
Even those tools also, even though we say real time, it will take some 40 minutes to 1.5 hours to get the data updated, because like we are not hosting the data on our own server, right? So we are taking the data to some SQL database. From that, we are pulling it to the Power BI or Google Data Studio. So for all this process, it will take little time, but yet compared to any conventional method, I am getting the data in a lag of 40 minutes or like 1.5 hours, which is quite a decent job.
Okay.
And one more beautiful feature is assuming a particular group or a particular ledger is there. This particular ledger is in the group of current assets, but this was put by the accountant. But in the reporting, the management wants to see this as other current assets, right? Now, what you can do is you need not disturb your Tally grouping and all. Here in the reporting itself, you can level map. So this ledger group, you can level map. So that the way management wants to see, that way I can see the ledger. So you don't want to see a particular ledger in the current assets. Rather, you wanted to put in the other current assets or like fixed assets. So you can move it only in the reporting, not in the accounting thing.
Okay. So from Power BI, first I need to connect the Tally to SQL, and from there I have to pull the data to Power BI.
Exactly. If you wanted to have a real time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just get into the Excel to Sheets to Magic.
And for this, I need to subscribe Power BI?
No, sir. Basic version of Power BI is free. Even the Google Data Studio is Google Data Studio, to that matter, completely free. Power BI basic features are free. Premium features where like you can publish the reports or embed the report in a website and all. So these features are chargeable, but basic features of building a dashboard and presenting it all, those are like free features only.
that we can do on Mac on web.
Yeah, Mac on web you can do, sir.
Okay.
If it is like on a Windows, it will be little user friendly. But I don't know why they have not come up with a this DMG version of the Power BI, but it should have been done.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, you can still do it on a web.
Now, if we haven't done it, we can get in touch with you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Any other member? So, okay, no more queries, I think.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So your session is wonderful and cleared all the doubts and is very excellent presentation.
There are two
So there
ways,
are
sir.
no-
What ఏమీ అర్థం కాకపోయి ఉండొచ్చు. ఏమీ అర్థం అవ్వదు.
ఏమి అర్థం కాని వాళ్ళు మాట్లాడే ఉంటాం కానీ యంగ్స్టర్స్ అండ్ దోస్ హూ ఆర్ ఇన్ టెక్నాలజీ అండ్ టెక్నికల్ ఎక్స్పర్టైజ్ a little bit can easily understood with your presentation.
Thank you so much, sir. My pleasure, sir.
So now I request our secretary, branch secretary, CA Prashant Kumar, to propose vote of thanks.
Respected Chairman CA S. Muralikrishna Garu, Speaker of the today's session, and my friend CA Swaroop, senior members, and other dignitaries, good evening to all. It's my pleasure to propose vote of thanks for the session on my own behalf and behalf of the Visakhapatnam branch. My dear friend, I convey my sincere thanks for your sharing of knowledge with us. Your deliberations are really very much useful and helpful in organizing many things in the daily practice of a profession and support the client works also. I believe that, as you said correctly, your session is going to give the ignition to many members towards the office automation and analysis of data in real-time scenario. And really, it's a wonderful session, and your real-time explanation for the real-time situations and real-time analysis in a shorter time. It is covered exhaustively many of the features in the automation, like the dashboard, mail merging concept is very much useful to all the members. Thank you very much, Swaroop, for your wonderful session. Members, regarding the upcoming sessions, on 14th August, we have a session on critical issues under the capital gains relating to the NRI and other issues. Speaker CADR Venkatesh from Bangalore. On 15th August, on the eve of Independence Day, branch is going to conduct the flag hosting and CSR activity. I request all the members, please join for these two sessions and also for the flag hosting at our branch premises. Thank you. Thank you very much for all the members for joining this webinar.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prashant. So thank you once again. Thank you very much, Swaroop.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Swaroop, I used to ask you what is this dashboard, and always, because I always watch your status. It's always changing numbers. Now I got the clarity. Thank you very much, Swaroop.
Thank you, Prashant. Thank you. Bye, sir. Sir, your voice is mute, sir. Vastu sir.
వాస్తుమూర్తి గారు అన్మ్యూట్ చేయండి, అన్మ్యూట్ చేసి చెప్పండి. Yeah.
That's sufficient, because practically it is very less time. Just just like that, only for the purpose, but it is not serve the main understanding, and practical workshop is required for this.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
I work on practical workshop.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Correct, sir. Actually, we can have one practical workshop like this one day, because this is a very short time. But you explain.
And that too, if it is a physical mode, that will be more helpful for interacting. Instead of webinar, like if it is in the physical mode, workshop, it will be more helpful for the
Yeah, actually,
members.
I thought like members will do along with me, sir. But అంటే వాళ్ళ కష్టమై ఉండొచ్చు అంటే ఇక్కడ చూస్తూ అక్కడ చేయడం కష్టమై ఉండొచ్చు సో యా మీరు అన్నట్టు ఫిజికల్ ఉంటే కనుక కొంచెం బెటర్ ఉంటుంది
Yeah, physical interaction will be more for this sort of exercises and this sort of practical this.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank
Thank you, sir.
you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Good night, sir.